Good morning, friends. Actually, it's afternoon for you. I'm videoing it this morning. I did video this yesterday afternoon, and for whatever reason, it didn't record. So I am hoping that it is recording this time. Okay. Yesterday, we spent our time in social studies talking about bodies of water. We've also talked about landforms and man-made structures, and we've talked about geography tools that we use, and those included compass rose and a map key. And we're going to bring all of that together in today's lesson in making a map. So now that we've learned a bit about structures such as landforms and bodies of water that can be included on a map, we're going to make a map of our own. Well, we're not, you are. You are going to make a map of your own. So before we get started, let's go ahead and look at what you guys should be able to do by the end of this lesson. You should be able to create a map that includes a man-made structure, a landform, a body of water, a map key, and a compass rose. And in order to kind of set the stage for that, let's go ahead and read the book, Let's Make a Map. The Rodriguez kids need to get some milk for their grandmother. Their grandmother says there is a store on Elmwood Street, but they aren't sure where that street is. They could really use a map. Maps help people get from place to place. Boys and girls, that's important to remember. Maps help people get from place to place. Say that with me, please. Maps help people get from place to place. Good job. Okay. Aaron is learning about Argentina, where his family came from. Aaron looks at a globe and learns that Argentina is in South America. Maps and globes are also used to give us information about places. So maps help us to get from place to place, and maps and globes are used to give us information about places. Read that sentence with me, please. Maps and globes are also used to give us information about places. Okay, two important facts about maps. A map can cover large areas like a country, like our country, the United States, or small areas like a classroom. If you are making a map, you will first need to decide what kind of area you are going to make a map of. Okay. You will want to include a compass rose on your map. Remember, this is a compass rose, and it gives us the directions of north, south, east, and west. When I look at this map and I see the compass rose, I see north, south, east, and west. The playground is to the west, okay, of where I'm standing. The dry cleaners is to the east of where I'm standing. The hospital is to the north of where I'm standing, and the park is to the south of where I am standing, okay? A compass rose gives direction. It will tell whoever is looking at the map which way north, south, east, and west are. Oh, now we have seen this before as well. This is a map key. Some maps have a key. A key tells what certain symbols, okay, pictures or colors on the map mean. If you are making a map, you will want to make a map key. So boys and girls, when I look at this map, I see colors and I see symbols, and I'm not sure with this map, okay, what this green space is. So I come over to the map key and I see green space, okay? I'm thinking that that's probably where we're gonna see some grass, okay? I'm not quite sure what this blue on the map stands for, so I come up here and I see, well, that stands for water. So there must be some type of water here, a river, a lake, probably a river, because I see it coming from a high place to a low place. I need to get to the airport. Wonder where that is. Oh, look, here's an airplane, And according to the map key, that's where I might find the airport. And I'm tootling along and I see, I wonder what that means. What should I stop for there? So I come over here. Yep, you're right. It's a coffee shop, okay? Now that I'm finished my coffee, I'm walking down the street. I'm looking at my map and I see this symbol with a cart, but I'm not sure what that is. So I go over to my map key. And boys and girls, what does that symbol stand for? Right, it stands for the grocery store, okay? You can show man-made structures, landforms, and bodies of water on your map. Your map key will help locate these important places, all right? So I see a map. It has a man-made structure, the road, okay? It also has some other features on it, which I'm not quite sure what they are. So I look at these brown triangles and I come over on my map key. I see those are the Thai mountains, okay? And I'm not quite sure what this is, okay? So I come over and I look for that color on my key and it's the Peace Bridge. And I wonder what's going on under that Peace Bridge. So I look for that color. What is it? That's right, it's the Niagara River, okay? Because remember, a bridge can help us get over bodies of water, okay? It can also help us get from one side of a road to another side. And remember, I told you this was a man-made structure. I wonder what that man-made structure is. And the way I can find out is to look here and to go over here and look for that on my map key. And what is that? That's right, it's Highway 8, okay? And I see this blue up here, lots of blue. I'm gonna come on over here, find that blue on the map key, and yeah, it's Lake Erie. So I have Lake Erie, and I have the Niagara River. I wonder what this yellow area is. The way I find out, come and find that color on my map key. Can you tell me what it is? You're right, it's Bay Beach. Okay, and there's only one other thing on this map I'm not quite sure it is. It kind of looks like a 7. It's in the Also's color, it's maroon. So I'm gonna come over here and find out what is in that space. There's my maroon, it matches the map. That's where the airport is, okay? So your map key will help people locate important man-made structures, landforms, bodies of water. Your man-made structure would be your road and your bridge, okay? Your landform would be your mountains, okay? Your bodies of water would be Lake Erie, Bay Beach, and the Niagara River. Oh, I forgot a man-made structure, which would have been that airport. Can you find man-made structures on this map of a city? These are all man-made structures. They're buildings or or homes that are created, designed, and built by man. Store, house, garage, office, bridges, restaurants. So I see our bridge right here. It's going over the road that's underneath of us, okay? And I know that this is the bridge because it's different than the road because it's got this blue on it. So that lets me know that this part of the man-made structure is the bridge. And you can see that it's going over, it's allowing these cars to go over the road that has the cars beneath it. I'm hungry. I wonder where I should go. Well, according to the map key, that's what a restaurant looks like. So I could eat anywhere along here, here, or over here. Okay, suppose I want to go visit my dad at the office. Where am I going to find that on the map? Well, if I look here at the office, at the map key, here's the symbol for office. So I need to find that symbol to find where dad is working today. Where could that be? You're right, it's up here. He's working in one of these two buildings, okay? What if I wanted to park my car? And I don't want to park my car outside. I need to find a parking garage, okay? So a garage looks like this on the map. Whoa, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parking garages, okay? All man-made structures. Let's see, what haven't I found yet? Need to go to the store to buy a few things. Haven't been out much lately due to this silly virus. So let's see where, a store on the map key looks something like this. What, 2 stores right next to one another. All right, and then the last thing, it's time for me to go home. I've been out to lunch, I've been to the store, I've been to visit dad at the office. How am I going to know what a house looks like? I'm going to go back to my map key. This is the symbol for house. There's the symbol and the label that goes with it. So I can go to any one of these orange buildings. Those are homes. Some are small, some are large. Okay, what landforms can you see on this map? Okay. All right, and again, there's your compass rose, okay? And I'm looking for the brown. The brown are mountains, okay? And I have, from where I'm standing, the mountains are to the north and to the northeast, right? Now, the next symbol, orange, hill. Where would I find the hill on the map? That's right, it's right here. Okay. My next symbol is a yellow square, and it tells me that's where I'll find a valley on this map. And here is our valley, right in here. All right. What does the gray box stand for on our map? Here's the gray box. The label next to it tells us what it stands for on our map. Did you say volcano? That's right. And so I come over here, and there's my volcano. I heard Jameson talk about this yesterday. Plateau. So the orange box on our map is going to be where we're going to find the plateau. Can you find it? Look for it. Did you choose here? Because if you did, you're correct. This is where we find our landform called a plateau. All right? And then we're looking for the green, mint green symbol. Says that that's where we'll find a plane, right? And it seems like there's a plane all over our map. All right, let's move on. Now, yesterday we talked about bodies of water. We talked about the ocean being the largest body of water, and we talked about rivers coming from a high place to a low place, and we talked about lakes being bodies of water that are surrounded by land, okay? And there are 3 different types of bodies of water on our map here, okay? And so I'm looking at this box, and the label next to it says that that dark blue on our map is going to be the Atlantic Ocean. So according to my compass rose, the Atlantic Ocean is this blue area to the south of where we are standing. All right, now I remember that a river goes from a high point to a low point, okay? And so I see a high point to a low point, and I see this light blue on my map, and the label says it's what? That's right, it's the Mississippi River. All right, and then we have one last color on our map. It's kind of gray, right? And it says Lake Salvador. Can you find Lake Salvador on our map, please? There you go. It's right there. And if you look, it is a body of water that's surrounded by land. And so, boys and girls, maps are helpful because they can help people get from one place to another. And they can also help people learn information about a location. These are the two important things about maps. They're helpful because they help people get from one place to another, and they can also help us learn information about a location. And that brings us to you guys. Because now, in your assignment box, you're going to find all of this information, but I still want you to listen carefully. And if you are not sure, you can always go back and rewatch the video to get the information for the project that you are going to complete, okay? Your map checklist it has to include 6 items. And really it's going to be 7 items because you need to have a man-made structure, but everyone must have the man-made structure of a road, okay? And then in addition to the man-made structure of a road, you must have another one, okay? It can be a building, it can be a home, it can be an office, it can be any of those things, all right? You must include one landform, one body of water. A compass rose must be on your map as well as a map key. And this is what you're going to find in your packet as well. And this is step 1, step 2, step 3, okay? And in step 1, first thing you're gonna do is put a proper heading on the top of your paper. This is not a proper heading for first grade. Symbol for number and number, first name, last name, and your date. All right, then you're going to name your town. And after you have named your town, remember, man-made structure, everyone must circle a road, and then you must choose at least one other man-made structure, be it a bridge, a building, a home, or a tunnel. So in this section, I should see at least two man-made structures, okay? One is the road and one is of your choosing. Landforms, you must choose one. You can see that this student chose 2. That's fine, but you have to have at least one. Bodies of water, you must have one. You can see that this student chose 2, and that's perfectly fine, okay? Now we get to the bottom, and you will see that this child has taken what he has chosen for his map, and he has drawn and colored symbols for each of those things. He's also then neatly labeled each of those symbols. So that's part 1, part 2. Then you come over here, right? And over here, if I was a smart first grader, the first thing that I would do would be to create my compass rose. You've created your map key here. Now, the next thing you want to do, first thing you want to do on this sheet is create that compass rose. And then again, name your town. And then you're going to draw your map. Now, if this, on your map key, if this is what it says a road looks like, on your map, that's what it should look like. Your symbol here must appear the same on your map. Now, boys and girls, what I'm going to tell you is that this needs to be done neatly, okay? This is due on Friday, and I do not want anyone's work turned in until Friday because I want everyone to take their time. A smart first grader might decide to do this first and put it away, okay? And then the next day they might decide to do this and put it away. And then the next day they might decide to do this, the drawing portion of it, put it away, and the next day take it out and do the coloring portion. Okay, it may not be turned in until Friday. You will find in your attachment what each portion of this project is worth. In order to get all of the points for the project, you need to be very careful, read those directions with mom or dad, and make sure that you are taking your time and doing your best work. Okay, and you're going to find this attached, and you're going to find that attached. Okay, also included in today's work is this activity sheet that you are going to circle each item that is found on the map. Okay, and so the first thing is a road. Do you see, sorry. Okay, do you see a road? Oh, darn it. Where are we? Here. All right. Do you see, there we go. Do you see a road on this map? Yes? Then this is where we would circle, not on the map. And the next thing is a bridge. Do you see a bridge? We're looking for a symbol that's black and goes up and down. No, so we would not circle the word bridge. Now the next symbol is for a home. Do you see any symbols for homes on the map? Yes, so you would circle home. So if you're looking at your symbol and your label, you're looking for that symbol on the map. If it's on the map, you circle it. If it's not on the map, you leave it blank. Okay, and then down here at the bottom are your true and false questions. All right, so the learning target for today, which you will begin to work on but will not be complete till Friday, is we can create a map that includes a man-made structure. And that man-made structure is a road plus one other. At least one landform, at least one body of water, map key, and a compass rose. And that concludes our lesson for today. Enjoy yourself. I hope that you really take this seriously and nice and neat work to show what you learned about maps here in our social studies lesson. Until tomorrow.